All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So we are on to Proverbs 15 as it is August 15th. And so I am just getting organized. I went down a Facebook rabbit hole this morning. I can't believe I did that. Started scrolling and scrolling, and your mind just kind of just stops working. Yeah. Yeah, that's me this morning. So yeah, you'll have to forgive me on that one. But we're ready to go here. So let's get started with a little moment of prayer, and then we will jump into Proverbs 15. Father God, thank you so much for today. Thank you for humor. Thank you for all the things that you've given us that can make us laugh, even if we're laughing at ourselves. So we thank you for that. So, Father, we ask that you would today give us some of your wisdom, that you would pull from these pages, even if they are virtual, something that will inspire us today to live a better life and to inspire those around us to do the same. Father, we ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. Well, let's jump in. I just realized I usually have a light over here and it's not working this morning. That's weird. Huh, what's up with that? Am I going to let that distract me or not? I don't know. I think I'm just going to let it go. We can just pull a different light over. There we go. That's the benefit to having multiple things in your stable, I guess you could say here. So, all right, let's dive into this, shall we? Into Proverbs, or I guess the proper way of saying it, Proverb 15. The God doesn't miss a thing. Okay, cool. Let's dive in. A gentle response diffuses anger, but a sharp tongue kindles a temper fire. Knowledge flows like spring water from the wise. Fools are like leaky faucets, dripping nonsense. God doesn't miss a thing. He's alert to good and evil alike. Kind words help, sorry, kind words heal and help. Cutting words wound and maim. Moral dropouts won't listen to their elders. Welcoming correction is a mark of good sense. The lives of God loyal people flourish. A misspent life is soon bankrupt. Perceptive words spread knowledge. Fools are hollow. There's nothing to them. Yeah, let's pause a moment on that. So, apologize. Phone being phone. Forgot to silence that this morning. I apologize. Distractions, no good. Um, I wanted to say something about these here. That there's uh, a connection here. I think. So there's a difference between giving wisdom with cutting words, uh, as opposed to with kind words. And so, but on the same opposed to that is that if you won't listen to that correction from elders or whomever, then yeah, you're in just as much trouble. Um, so this is kind of like instructions to both, like that. Verse 8: can't stand. Oh wow, God can't stand pious poses, but He delights in genuine prayers. Pious poses. I need like a I'm highlighting this for the Instagram generation button. I need another color here. A life frittered away disgusts God. He loves those who run straight for the finish line. It's a school of hard knocks for those who leave God's path, a dead end street for those who hate God's rules. Even hell holds no secrets from God. Do you think He can't read human hearts? Yeah, this is actually pretty important too. To just remember that it's we live in a culture that is very much focused on what we show, but that even where God is not, He can still read. It's no secrets from him. He still knows, even if he's not there. Um, and yeah, so it's we can't act our way out of this. We always are known, so live accordingly. um, Verse 12: Know-it-alls don't like being told what to do. They avoid the company of wise men and women. A cheerful heart brings a smile to your face. A sad heart makes it hard to get through the day. An intelligent person is always eager to take in more truth. Fools feed on fast food fads and fancies. A miserable heart means a miserable life. A cheerful heart fills the day with song. A simple life in the fear of God is better than a rich life with a ton of headaches. We've seen verses like that before, haven't we? A repeated verse is a one to take note of, or a repeated theme, I should say. Um, and I probably should say something about this too. The whole um, fast food fads and fancies. This is a modern day translation from the on the message. So obviously the Hebrew or the Greek wouldn't have said this, but um, hopefully this that it helps with you realizing what he's trying to get at here is that you're always um, eager to take in more truth instead of fads and fancies. Better a bread crust shared in love than a slab of prime rib served in hate. I- I'm actually trying to picture a slab rib served in hate. Um, sorry, I'm in a mood this morning. Apparently, it's happening. I can't associate prime rib and hate. Can you tell I haven't had meat in a little bit? Actually, it was the last red meat that I had was a prime rib on Sunday. We'll talk about that more in a minute. Um, let's continue on though. Hot tempers starts fights. A calm, cool spirit keeps the peace. The path of lazy people is overgrown with briars. The diligent walk down a smooth road. Intelligent children make their parents proud. Lazy students embarrass their parents. The empty headed treat life as a plaything. The perceptive grab its meaning and make a go of it. Refuse good advice and watch your plans fail. Take good counsel and watch them succeed. I think I highlight that every time. And I highlight things in green when it's something that I need to take note of specifically or take action on. Mhm. Yeah. Congenial conversation. What a pleasure. The right word at the right time. Beautiful. Life ascends to the heights for the thoughtful. It's a clean about face from descent into hell. God smashes the pretensions of the arrogant. He stands with those who have no standing. God can't stand evil scheming. He puts words of grace and beauty on display. But interesting. On display. Yeah, there's I don't know. I just find this an interesting dichotomy. It's kind of cool. Um, can you imagine if God hid things from us? I know there's always the mysteries of God and everything like that, but I think the mystery is just more our inability to just comprehend how he could possibly work like this. But he puts words of grace and beauty on display. It's out there for us. It's not exclusive. It's not hidden away. I I find that completely beautiful, and you can't help but feel a little bit unworthy of it. But It is there. We don't have to earn it. It's all there for the taking. I don't have to. Yeah, it's awesome. Anyway, verse 27: a greedy and grasping person destroys community. Those who refuse to exploit live and let live. Those who refuse to exploit live and let live. Prayerful answers come from a God loyal people. The wicked are sewers of abuse. God keeps his distance from the wicked. He closely attends to the prayers of God loyal people. A twinkle in the eye means joy in the heart. Good news makes you feel fit as a fiddle. Listen to good advice if you want to live well. An honored guest among wise men and women. An undisciplined, self-willed life is puny. An obedient, God-willed life is spacious. Fear of God is a school in skilled living. First you learn humility, then you experience glory. So into the reading. All right. So, no, I don't know if it's just I'm in a weird mood this morning, but this seems a lot more positive than a lot of others. Some of the proverbs they can feel pretty heavy. There's no doubt, um, but there's a lot of messages here about how to encourage others and how to be, um, just a blessing to those around you. Yeah, so I did a lot of that. If I can highlight that right. Still trying to get over a prime rib served in hate. I just here's your prime rib, you jerk. I don't know how that would work. But yeah, but better a bread crust shared in love, though. It's like I don't have much, but I'll give you what I have. Um, better than you know. Here, take this. I don't like you, but here's a thing. Um, yeah, but yeah, actually there really is a lot about how to how to just get along, how to be more positive to those around us. I think that might be the message to take out of this today for me is that I need to work on making sure I'm being more positive, um, which stands in the face of something I was going to post today that is very critical. It's like a, a an event that happened last week that I wasn't there, but the pictures and whatnot that people are sharing and the impacts that it's had on them and just the odd little things that happen. Um, it was a cybersecurity event that happened in Las Vegas, which there's your first problem right there. But there were some things that were done by a couple of vendors to kind of get people's attention that was highly inappropriate, and some people were genuinely like not just triggered, but like kind of traumatized by these kind of things. But it just at the same time, it's like why would you think this is okay? Why is this something you would do? Um, and so it's very puzzling to me, and I want to stand in contrast to that and call out um, people that are in that industry to stand up to these kind of things. Don't just take them, but yeah, I'll have to make sure my words are 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 of good advice, not of kind of that anger that I'm feeling about it. So I need to be uh, in my in my anger, do not sin, kind of thing. Yeah. Very awesome, very awesome. So, well, let's give an update to the fast here, and I'll let you know what's going on with me for those of you that are following on. So today, as you can see, water is very important, and this is it's kind of like I say half body weight in ounces of water. It's almost happens naturally. When you get to this phase, it's it you just want water all the time. It's just a thing. Um, And then obviously just as much juice of any kind of vegetables and um, well, yeah, whatever you want. So I've been pulling up a few recipes. I might even film some video later and show how I'm doing it. Share that with people. See, yeah, if it's something you're interested in, let me know. But honestly, I think the main thing is that I've been as I've been kind of tapering down these last few days, I'm actually feeling the effects sooner than I was expecting, which kind of tells me that, man, I was not living as healthy a lifestyle as I was thinking I was. I think I really was making compromises and being ignorant to them. So I've been very much made aware of my health. It's funny, weighing myself and doing the watch does like a body composition analysis kind of thing, and even though I've been kind of reducing uh, a lot of things aren't just down to just vegetables and fruits yesterday. That's all I had, um, and so yeah, you think that that would actually, decrease the weight. It actually slightly increased it. And so that'll change. But there's a process that I'm going through. It's familiar to me, even though I dislike it. It's never something that anybody should like, I guess, really. But there's a transition into what's called ketosis, which is when the body starts burning off fats instead of what you're feeding it. And so it's a balance, obviously, but yeah, there's something called the keto flu. It is very much a you feel like you're tired and sick kind of thing. Um, but yeah, it is not anything to worry about per se. It's just uh, a matter of just a transition. Your body's going through it, and so that's kind of part of what I've been talking about with the fasting thing is like you're letting your mind be over your body and saying, "No, you're okay. We're this is normal. We're going through this. It's not a panic." And so, even though the temptation is strong to like, I just want something sugary, or I need something like I need some meat, that sort of thing. Your mind says, No, no, we're doing this. You we're designed to be able to do this. We we are okay." And so yeah, it's just back and forth, but it really is that discipline of the mind that comes with this. But the other part about this that I'm just observing is that the more I've done this, the more that is familiar. It is easier in a sense of, yeah, I know what to expect in a broad sense. It's never exactly the same, but I know generally what to expect, and so I don't panic when I feel it. That's a huge thing, and that's why I try to guide people towards challenging themselves when they're fasting, is so they can kind of feel those effects and know what they're familiar with, and so the next time they fast, they can go to another level and get to it where they want to be with that. And so that's why I recommend that. It helps that those challenges help you in the long run, and they're there's a there is a sense of achievement that comes with fasting like this too, by the way. That I I always feel proud of myself for getting through one of these. And it's not easy by any stretch. um, and it is yeah, it is always just interesting in terms of it never feels like it's the right time. There's always something going on. There's always some, like I'll be just transitioning off of the fast for my wife's birthday, for example. And so is that ideal? No, but there's always something that comes up. And so, it's just a matter of just what's the bigger level of commitment for you and what's the bigger need in your life. And for me, that need is God. That need is for God to speak into my life powerfully. And whatever that looks like, I don't know yet. Last night was one of those nights that it always seems to happen, so I don't panic about it, but there always does seem to be this odd dichotomy where I'll have a day where I just feel just enormously tired and I just can't seem to function. And that was yesterday. I was actually expecting that to be more like Friday. So there may be another level that I go through. We'll see, but that's usually why I say Friday and Saturday, give yourself permission to sleep a lot more because you're going to want it. Your body's going to need that as it kind of adjusts to the new norm. Um, that is something that's real. But yesterday, yeah, I was just I, I needed a nap. Needed more than one actually, and so I was just tired a lot of the day. And then finally, around I don't know, I would say 7 o'clock at night, I just suddenly was like, oh, here we go. Let's go. And I was like, no, that's 7 o'clock. It's not the time for that. But yeah, last night I was, up in the middle of the night, having some back pains from tossing and turning so much. And so yeah, so I had to just get up and go sit on the chair for a while and just calm myself down and remind myself that it's okay, that this is normal. This is a thing that I've experienced before. It's expected. I'm not dying. It wasn't that bad, but you know what I mean. It's like when you are able to remind yourself of these things because you've gone through it before. So that's where I'm at. After this is done, I am going to go gather up some vegetables and fruits and put them into my juicer and get that going. So yeah, it's awesome to be with you, and I will. Uh, yeah, nothing special about tomorrow. I'm just going to continue on. So, Proverbs 16. Look forward to that tomorrow. Uh, we're going to continue on with more of the sayings of Solomon. So it'll be kind of a similar kind of a format. So look forward to that. And in the meantime, be blessed by the best. Be a blessing to all the rest. And we'll see you tomorrow, 8:30 Central Time. Love you guys.